Hello guys, welcome to this video. In this video, I will be answering the question this lady asked. Not asked. So let's hear her out.
Where are the Bible scholars?
We are
I
here.
think you know the Bible. Come. I have
Yes, I
a
don't
question
come.
for you.
Uh,
But before I ask you this question,
mhm.
there's a video I want you to take your time to look at. Then after watching the video, I will ask the question. So let's go.
Anyway, the video we've all seen the video already. So I will just skip. So let's just skip. Okay.
For whatever reason, I don't know. They broke up. And then that guy went to the girl with his three friends. And then this ex cooked pepper soup for four of them. The ex-boyfriend and three of his friends. So they were four. The ex-girlfriend cooked pepper soup for them. And he put poison in that pepper soup. These four guys ate the pepper soup and four of them died. So there is this notion about 99.9% of Christians in Nigeria have that our
That is pretty much every, because when it reach 90%, then definitely it's 100%. All right. So when she don't mind her when she says 99.9%. We all know that trick. All right. But let's continue.
lives are in God's hand. So this is where the question comes. Is it true that our lives are in God's hands? If it's true that our lives are in God's hands, how is it possible that when somebody poisons your food, if you eat that food, you will die?
All right. So if you don't hear the question now, if our lives are in God's hands, how come what do they call them? Somebody go fit poison you, then you unalive. All right. The question be say, does the Bible actually says that our life is in God's hands, or our lives are in God's hands? The answer is no. There is nowhere where that kind of thing there for Bible. People they come out every time, they say many things, then go they bring out, then go they, you know, say things and say, oh no, not for Bible when I read them, not for Bible when I hear them. While if you read the Bible, no, there's no such thing. For example, this notion that I think this is heaven helps themselves. Heaven helps those who help themselves. Well, there is nowhere in the Bible that says any such thing. Though, if you read the Bible, you will see the idea. But what about this idea which they talk now? The answer is capital no. There is nowhere. There is nowhere. In fact, what people are actually the closest way you go get now when King David said, "God, I place my life in your mighty hands," or something of that nature, something of that nature, which is actually a supplication. It is a prayer to God, which means, God, please I am begging you to protect me from my enemies. So with this now, if our lives are already in God's hand, by the way, you remember say the Bible said David is a man after God's heart. So if somebody like David, who is already after God's heart, is praying that God should protect him, then how can we say that our lives are in God's hands? You see, say it don't really make any sense. People they say things that they have no idea. They come out online and be shouting and talking at the top of their voices. You think that they actually have any idea of what they are talking about. But then this issue of poisoning, I hear we should ask the question because the rest of the video she just kept on talking and talking and talking. So now this question what I want to answer. The thing which they talk now, about this poison person and bad person and all that. So now let's go to what the Bible says. We Jehovah's Witnesses will take time to go to people's houses and teach them, kind of study the Bible with them. Me, I will tell and say to teach them the Bible. Because many people are so ignorant and they do a lot of things. But when you reach there, that's what they do, guy. They do nonsense. They make guy in all there. Anyway, let's continue, Sha. So here it says, why bad things happen to good people. This particular, I got it from jw.org. This particular article says a lot. So, first of all, I want to talk about the that girl and that boy, the girl and the boy to themselves. So here is what James chapter 1 verse 14 and 15 says. But each one is tried by being drawn out and enticed by his own desire. Then the desire, when it has become fertile, gives birth to sin, and in turn, when it has been carried out, brings forth death. So what here is simply saying is this: our actions have consequences, and sometimes these consequences are death, nothing more, nothing less. Sometimes these consequences are death. For example, you know the laws of gravity. Everyone knows that whatever goes up must come down. Then you climb to the top of a building, let's say 3-story building, 4-story building. Then from there you jump. Woo! You land for ground. What will happen? You go by. Now you go by. Simple. Now, what about Jesus himself? What Jesus himself what to say about this? He said, or when he was tempted, told to do this same thing, jump out, say God will send angels to catch him. He says, no, you don't put your God to the test. Don't tempt your God. Don't try that. Okay? If you try that, you will learn the hard way. Because you go fall from there, hit head for ground. Then your own don't go be that. So, in this case, the inborn desire where that guy gets and that girl gets, when now make them they go and they get engaged in this kind of very toxic relationship at such a tender age. They should have been using that time to dedicate to something better, but they are using it to be doing toxic relationship. Very, very, very tiny. I mean, such very tender. Their age is now very tender. I think the guy is 25 or something. The girl is 20. You can imagine. And another thing be say, that guy, me, na the guy why they blame. Now true say we go do somebody will fit come here contact me say I am doing victim blaming. No. This one is you see something, but because of your desire, you know fit understand say that's in a danger. Before relationship get to this extent where they buy person, there must have been numerous red flags which the guy should I say gladly ignored. Unfortunately, by the way, he ignored them up until he got to this extent. And what about the girl? The girl herself, you say she her own be say if you're not going to be my boyfriend or my husband or whatever, then no girl will be your girlfriend or your wife. So the best way to do that is to eliminate you. That's it. Their desire, nothing more, nothing like what do they get from it? Nothing. I just desire, fleshly desire, will lead to their death, will lead to the death of this particular young man. I'm coming to the other three. I'm coming to their own. You understand? So, even the Bible itself says, a man where they go to see prostitutes, harlots, or whores, or whatever, or sex workers, or whatever. So that man, there are things that will happen to him. The consequences are he will face poverty, he will be reduced to poverty, he will his reputation will be soiled, and it might even cost him his life, just as this guy. All right. So now let's go to the other three guys and see. So it says being in the wrong place at the wrong time. So this one, at the main thing is our life. Our lives in God's hands. In God's hand. Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 11 says, I have seen something further under the sun, that the swift do not always win the race, nor do the mighty win the battle, nor do the wise always have the food, nor the intelligent always have the riches, nor do those with knowledge always have success because time and unexpected events overtake them all. Time and unexpected events overtake them all. So no be say you fast pass mean say you go win the race. Even for football, no be say you play pass. Doesn't always mean say you go win the match. Even for war, now you they more equipped. Now you were they strong. It doesn't always mean say now you go win that war because the other people if you use strategy then go beat you. Okay. Or maybe now your army way big pass. Imagine the war between Alexander the Great and the Persian army. The Persian army they had big, huge, massive, but still Alexander the Great managed to win that war. Despite the fact say now the other ones were mighty pass, and the Persian were mighty, but Alexander the Great won. So that's how it be. The mighty do not always win the battle. The intelligent does not always have the riches. So sometimes you might be at the wrong place at the wrong time because you don't know. Don't know what is going on. So unexpected events will overtake all of us. So that is why we are actually praying. That is why David was praying that, please God, protect me. So if our lives are already in God's hand, there is no way this Bible will be making such a statement. It will be a contradiction. There is no way the Bible will be making such a statement as, please protect me. It's not possible. So our lives are not in God's hands. Okay? There is no such thing anywhere in the Bible. Anybody that tells you such a thing is a liar. She said 99.9% of the Christians in Nigeria. I don't think, well, at no time they don't practice Christianity in Nigeria. That thing they practice there is not Christianity. I don't know what it is, but that is not Christianity. That is not Christianity. Those Pentecostalists, no, that's not Christianity at all. So, I think I have been able to answer that question. This is where the video actually, the question actually ends. So from this one to this one, from here to here, from here now to here. And just they talk about the poisoning, the buying, and all whatnot. So thank you guys for giving me your time. This one a new channel. I have been seeing a lot of videos from her, so I decided to chip in, to open a YouTube channel and answer her questions. I don't want post this thing for Facebook because Facebook now one kind network. I mean, social media application. I don't like the way they do that thing, so that's why I prefer to put them on YouTube. This Facebook now one kind. I don't want to do anything. I want, apart from just viewing things from consuming. I don't want to produce when it comes to Facebook. I rather produce on YouTube. Anna, thank you so much. Any question wanna get, you can ask me. Comment section there. Like the video, subscribe, because not only how get many, I'll be answering their questions whenever I have the time. Thank you guys. Goodbye. See you next time.